Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to be linking to an article from Fred Clark, the Slacktivist. At the moment, Manern is with us. I have no idea if she'll be staying. She's staring intently downward. I don't know if that means that she'll be launching herself off shortly. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. Amongst social conservatives in America, those social conservatives are almost always Christian. It's pretty much an exclusive thing. There are some outside the Christian community, but they aren't as common. It's as many social conservatives, or most of them. Ejaculation is equated with fertilization. So, when ejaculation takes place, as far as these social conservatives are concerned, bam! You've got a fertilized egg, and you have a human being. And the reality is a little different than that particular narrative. Ejaculation does not equate in instantaneous fertilization. Sperm are living things. They are not lasers. They take time to work their way towards the eggs. They swim. That's why they're called swimmers. They have those little tails. They swim. And swimming takes time. And the time between the ejaculation and fertilization, under ideal circumstances, because not all ejaculation, fertilization dynamics exist at any particular time. Lots of factors can prevent any type of fertilization taking place. But under the situations where the ejaculate and the egg are both doing their job and receptive, the time between these two events, where fertilization can finally take place because they finally hit bumped uglies, so to speak, can be as long as 5 days. 5 days. 5. Now, less than that is more common. Probably anywhere between 1 to 3 days is probably the most common. Under absolute, ideal, perfect circumstances, it could take place within an hour. But even then, it isn't instantaneous ejaculation, fertilization. That doesn't happen. Like I said, sperm are organic beings. They are not things. They are not lasers. So, the idea that the morning after pill is a form of abortion is absurd, because there isn't anything to abort. If it's going to take, on average, between 1 and 3 days, if you take the morning after pill the next morning, there's no fertilized egg to worry about. And if you are already pregnant, the morning after pill does nothing. So to call the morning after pill an abortificant is a lie. It is counterfactual. It is a fabrication. It is a myth. One spread by social conservatives to help win their argument that it's okay if an employer tells an employee what they can use for medication. Because that is what we're discussing here. We're discussing the fact that right now in America, in 2014, an employer can explicitly tell an employee what medical procedures they may undergo. Not the doctor, not the desires of the patient. That the employer can tell the patient, their employee, which medical procedures they may and may not receive. And one of the ones currently on the docket of discussion is the morning after pill, which is not a form of abortion, regardless of what the social conservatives will tell you. Regardless of how much they squeeze their eyes tight and they click their heels together and they clench up their fists in the face and they want it to be so, it isn't so. It is a lie. Lie, lie, lie. One more time. It is a lie. So if a social conservative tells you that the morning after pill is an abortion, look them in the eye and say, That is a lie. Because fertilization can take up to 5 days to take place. It isn't happening instantaneously. And no employer should be telling an employee what medications they should be taking. The only person involved in that discussion should be a patient and a doctor. And right now, corporate America has said, nope, I get to decide. I get to come between the patient and the doctor. I get to stand there as a gatekeeper. And I get to say yay or nay. And we all should be upset at that. Social conservatives and progressives alike. Now, one parting question for my viewers of this video. If Hobby Lobby had been owned, or were owned, by a Muslim family, and the Muslim family had wanted to impose Sharia law upon their employees, do you think the Supreme Court of the United States of America would have said yes to that particular request?